Hi everyone, it's Karen. Welcome to my channel. This is Scrap by Scrap. If you're new, welcome. If you're on new, welcome also. I have 4 different projects for you today. They are all wooden baskets. They're all done different, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so I painted this with French millinery paint from IOD, and sorry, everything's wet. I am going to use this rice paper from Jamie Ray Vintage. So what I'm going to do is I was going to wrap it all the way around, and it fits absolutely perfectly, but then that means on one side the flowers are upside down, so I didn't like that. So what I'm going to do is cut it on the bottom and then just put the 2 pieces together, if that makes sense. So I just love, like, it fits absolutely perfect. But, you know. All right, I'm going to do this with a razor blade. So let's see. Trying to find one line to use it. I'm going to do this one right here. Well, that doesn't want to work. And my hands are shaking again. This is like my 3rd video where my hands are shaking. And it's because I've been drinking Diet Coke since 5 o'clock this morning, and I haven't eaten because I thought my husband bought ham. But I get my bread out, put the mayonnaise on, only to find out that it's turkey, with like maple turkey something, whatever. It was bumming me out. I was so mad. All right, so I have my liquid patina somewhere because I just took it out. And that's what we're going to use to decoupage. Sorry about that. All right, I'm ready. So, oh, it's over here. All right, so I'm just going to do a couple of rows, and then we're going to put it on. All right, I'm going to let that dry before I cut it. I'll burn it, whatever we're going to do. Okay, you stay over there. Okay, my next one is this basket right here, project number 2. And I have chosen, and I'm not sure it's going to work because this paper is very thick, but I'm going to put a strip down each one. And I know that sounds crazy because I doubt very much they're the same size. But, you know, we're just going to go for it. And I guess I'll do it this way because that's the way the lines go. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe I should get my paper trimmer is what I'm thinking. All right, we'll at least start with some. So if you're wondering what color this is, the pink, it's also a DIY. It is Petticoat Pink. That's it. And each of these took me like 2 coats to do. A couple of them might have been 2.5, but basically 2 coats. If I have to cut more, I'm gonna cut more where there are more flowers. Alright, so the bottom is done. And I am going to paint the top. And I think I am going to use celery. But I'm going to get the moss just to double check. I think the moss would look better, but it might be dark, and then I can dry brush with the celery over top of it, if that's the case. So you just want to make sure that you cover all of it. And also make sure that you seal all of your chalk paint, because I have this awful nagging feeling that, I don't know if you saw the cradle that I made last video or video before, and I don't think I sealed it. And it's at the store, so I'm hoping no one has bought it so that I can steal it back. And I might have done it, but you know, you just can't remember. Or is that just me? Okay, so that is project number 2. This is how it came out. And I'm glad I did the green. I'm glad I did the moss. So that is project 2. Okay, so we are on to project number 1, 2, 3. And I painted 2 coats of cake batter, I believe is the name. That's not it. Cake batter. It's a pretty muted yellow. I really like it. So this is our 3rd basket for today. And my first time using these stamps. They are from Prima. If I can get it for you. And it comes, I'll show you the picture. This is what you get. And I love that you have like really big, smaller, and then finer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fine part, and I'm just going to stamp, and then we are going to put some molds on over it. So I don't know if I should do this with a block or without, because it's got a little nubby thing there for the handle. So I am going to do it without a stamp block. And I'm just going to ink this up. I just re-inked it, so it should be good. Now, if you want to put in the comments whether or not you like the smell of the StazOn black, jet black ink. It smells like almonds. I don't have a thought either way, but some people love it to the point where I think they just leave it open on their tables. And I never was like that, but to each his own. I mean, if it were chocolate, yeah, that would be right on there. Okay, this. Yeah, definitely if you have something like a little wedge or hook, or best to do it without a stamping block. Oh, I love this. Do you love that? I do. All right, I'm gonna ink her up again. I wonder if I should move down just for some, in case somebody reads it, maybe they'll want something different to read. You never know. Whoa. Okay. And let's see. Oh, I think this might be crooked. I hope not, but there is a pretty good chance. Huh, not at all. All right. This was one of the most beat up baskets. There were definitely a lot of cracks and breaks, and I didn't have to, I was so excited to use my new brad nailer that I got for Christmas, but I finally am at a point where I was able, well, actually where I could find something I could use it on. I was ready to stop breaking stuff just so I could play with it. But I didn't need to because I used it on this. So I want to have a giveaway, and I'm not sure for what or what it is that I would like to, whether it's a bunch of likes or, but I will figure it all out, and I will get together like probably a first, second, and third drawing and give away some fun stuff. That was that stamp set. I also got this one, also from Prima Redesign, and this is what it is. And then these are the stamps. They're very pretty. And the last one I didn't open yet, but it's branches with no bird, just branches and leaves. Bring your own bird. All right, so as that's drying, we are going to, I'm going to put on each side, we're going to do one cow, one sheep, one pig, and I would love, I didn't really check if there's another facing the other way or not. I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but I'm looking. Yep, it's the fleur de lis, but there is no opposite. So I guess I'm just gonna put one and I'll do it on the smaller side. So what I'm going to do is I am taking Prairie Gray, which is covered in Vaseline, and I'm going to paint them first with the Prairie Gray, and then I am going to cover it in white, or off-white, something. It'll be fine. All right, so. We are going to use sheepskin. Oh, how appropriate. Okay. Choose this. Go. Someone had asked me what I was doing with my heat gun every time and I put little cup hooks, and I screwed them to the underside of the table, and then I just hook my heat gun hook it right on that little hook. Otherwise, it was just going on the floor, and I'd lose it. So now I don't. All right, so I'm thinking about I'm wondering if I should paint their hoofs black right now. Rich black, I found it. I've been neglecting my Waverly and Folk Art, which I guess is the same company, but I've been ignoring them and using my, what do you call it? IOD stuff and DIY paint, and it's not very nice to ignore your other stuff. All right, I'm just gonna okay, now I'm going to, since I still have some off-white here, I don't want everything to be stark black. Is that a word? Stark white. I don't know what black is called. All right, I think we are ready to glue this guy, or these guys, right back. So I can't find it, so we're going to use Quick and Thick and the hot glue. And I'm sure you are been told about 10 million times, but the hot glue is for the immediate hold, just while you're working, and then the other glue is to keep it forever glued to its spot. I'm running out of paintbrushes. Pig over here. The hot glue is gushing out. Let's see. He's so cute. All right, on the other side, I actually was going to do the cow and the sheep on the longer sides, but it's all right. And then we have our rooster or chicken, whatever this thing is called. I'm going to put him on a short side. And last is our sheep. You know what, when you put a little bit of pressure on this little stick, I do like it. So I got it on Temu, if I can find what it's actually called, but I believe it's just called glue applicator or glue stick or something like that. But I think they were under like $1.50 or something. They were very inexpensive for a bag. I can't imagine you're going to need them all in the bag. So if you have a friend, you could share. All right. So here is our little chicken, our cow, our sheep, and our pig. And I'm not sure what to do on the inside or the handle, because I don't know if you can see it, but I tried sanding it, and I'll probably have to show you in the daytime, but these drips, they're not, like I sanded them, but they're visible. I don't know exactly what they are, I don't know. I do not have an answer, but hopefully we'll think of something that we won't have to worry about. All right, so that's good for tonight. We will pick this up in the morning. Okay, so now that this is dry, I'm going to clear wax it. And then if we decide to use a colored wax on top, dark or white, we have more control over how much because we put the clear wax down first. I hope that makes sense. If you put the clear wax down, anything you do after, you can always wipe it off. But if you don't do the clear wax, you're kind of stuck. Okay, so before you do anything else, you want to make sure you let it dry. And then you can buff it out after you let it sit for a bit. Make sure there's no big lumpy mess. Okay, so it gets a little darker with the wax. And okay, we'll let that dry. Okay guys, so we are on project DIY number 4. It is also, this is a wooden basket. The other ones were also wooden. I think they're all wooden baskets. So this one should be a quick one. Like I said earlier that I had painted everything because that was hours that would have been useless, mindless watching on your part. So I'm going to put you down, and this is going to be a quick, simple one. So let's go. Okay, so I painted this DIY prom queen, and I got this roll of sticker from Temu, and it just looks so pretty. So I fussy cut around it, and it took me like forever to get the back off. I don't know if I did that one, but I did do these. So basically all I'm going to do is just kind of run them across the top, and trying to see, I'm going to put it on and then we'll cut it off after. So I'm just going to use the top 2 I don't know, slats, is that what you'd call them? I'll call them a slat. Let's see. Not sure if the sticky on here will be enough, but I have to put a top coat on, so can worry about that then. And I'm gonna leave that one on. And I'm gonna cut the end off. There we go. So there is an up and a down, and you can tell by the roses which way it's supposed to go. That light one. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I'm gonna cut this off. So this is, now comes the debate about what to do up here. Go. Yep, definitely the right move. Oh, look at that. Right? I'm actually going to stand up. All right, now I'm just going to trim the end pieces. Okay, so for right now, this is going to be done, but I feel like I need to do something up here. But I do love this. So we are going to glue it down. I'm going to use my Quick and Thick and my new little glue spreader. Another thing I got from Temu. Just going to grab a baby wipe and just kind of push it down and wipe out the extra glue at the same time. Yep, if you can get it up, well, see, you won't make this mistake, just me. Here we go. Just want to push out any extra glue. Okay, so there we are. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we are going to either use Big Top and seal it or wax it, which we might do nice white wax. Okay, so now that the glue is dry, we're going to do a coat of clear wax. So that is my video. Thank you, all of you, for all of your my new subscribers and my comments and my likes and the sharing. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. And thanks for watching. Have a great 4th of July. Bye-bye.